Hello and welcome. So now I'm going to show you one of the cleverest things on our system, and I'll be 100% honest with you, I don't think anyone has ever used it. So hopefully in showing you this video, you will think it's quite useful. And that is the idea of a responsive or live class or live grouping. Now, let's say you're in a situation, it always happens, where some people are on the system, but they're not actually doing the work that they're supposed to be doing. And I want to know who they are. And rather than click through every single student and see what have they done, what have they done, what have they done, I want to see a responsive list of something, X, Y, or Z. So to do this, what I'll do is I'll come to our filtering here, and in the filtering, I'll be in a situation where I'm given the option of what I want to search for. And you see here the idea of whether search or kind of isolating, should I say, I'm filtering my learners. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a block, and in that block I'll say I'm looking for everyone who is looking at a certain unit. And with the idea of unit, I want to look for everyone who has not started a certain unit. And the comparator for me here is going to be the element that I'm picking. So again, this is showing all our items. I want to know who hasn't started QTS part 7. And now what I want to do is I don't want this just as a one-off, a download or apply it or print it off for myself. You know, obviously I can do that here. I can put it into different items. What I want to do is I want it to be a working body of information that will hopefully reduce in time. So I'm going to save that as a class. Now that class is going to be QTS non-starters, for example. And obviously you can change it the positive, the negative, or whatever you want. But too many times on systems, we really focus on what people are doing and who's doing well. We don't focus on the people who haven't really started or haven't got anywhere. And so that's why we built this in. This is where you have the live class idea. So unlike the static classes, as you can see here, where you add the people manually, live classes contain two people who match or don't match a filter that you've set. So I'm going to save that now. And then the class was saved, and there you can see I've got my QTS non-starters. And if I go to QTS non-starters, you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my 6 people have not actually started that item. This makes sense. We won't actually go too deep on them because that is ultimately test data. But you can see that the only person who has done it out of all my learners, she is not in that list. You see there's one more person there, Mia Edberg, as opposed to when we come down into the QTS non-starters. So that becomes a live body of work. And as Clem or Mike or Sanjay, Tim or Richard, whoever them, finish those items, they will come off this list. So you can keep that one ready for you so you can track who's doing what depending on what you think is important at any given time. And of course, if you want to delete one of the classes, you just go to the edit button and then you can delete that class. You can share it with another person so they can keep an eye on it, and then this will be really hopefully a useful way of you tracking what you're doing and what's available to you.